Hello lovely people, I'm Debs. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, The Creative Book Shack. I am going to do JJ Sketches, hashtag JJ Sketches, episode 131, I think, hosted by the lovely Trish at Crafting Whimsy. And here is our sketch. So, base plate, a layer, a little tag thing, some circles. Let's see what we're going to do today. Let's get you into the right position. Not quite straight. There we go. Right. I've got all my things cut out. I've decided that I want this to be quite large. I also want it to be a bit grunged. So I am going to just ink everything. I tend to use as my ink of choice ground espresso, distress oxide. Goes quite nicely with this paper actually. I really like that blue. I suppose I will do the outside of this as well. Outside the edge of this. This is an old, I think it was from a card making kit. So you can see I prefer this side. I prefer the colouring on this side. I don't imagine that I am going to be using this so that the other side shows. So I'm not going to ink it. This and this piece both came out of my scrap drawer, which is burgeoning, shall I say. I started off this year, the beginning of the year, as part of the Finding My Floor hashtag hosted by Candy at Candy's Crafty Creations and Cindy at Scrap Brat. I cleared the drawers out and I was very pleased with how my scrap drawer was looking, because at the end of last year I hadn't actually been able to shut it. It's not at the stage it was at the end of last year, but it's not as good as it was at the beginning of this year, and I was very proud of it. And I went through a stage of every Monday I would try and use as many of the scraps in my scrap drawer as possible. Now that seems to have fallen by the wayside, and my scrap drawer is getting fuller, so I think I'm going to have to start doing that again. I hope everybody is well. What I want to do is actually have this landscape, I think, rather than portrait. So the first thing I am going to do is check it fits. Yes, it does. And I am going to glue stick this bit to the base. I just want to make sure it isn't right at the... So that will go about there, which means I want that to go about there, but a bit further inwards. So there we go. Don't you think things... Oh, I think things look better with ink. That's my personal opinion. Now, I want these to be reasonably evenly spaced. So let's have the brownish one in the middle. Should we do something silly like measure it? Oh look, I've got 15 centimeters near as whatever. So, and these are Ooh, there's not much space there. I was going to put that in the middle, wasn't I? Okay. Chocolate flavoured dairy drink. Dairy rich, it says. And guaranteed pure milk. Please wash and return all bottles. And Longwood Farm Dairy Grade A raw cream. How does that look to you? I think I'm going to go for that. I think I'm going to go for that with this glue, which is mucky. Why is it so mucky? Right, let's start with this one. Although really it would have been more sensible to start with the middle one. I think I wish that to be there. I then wish that one to be there. Up a bit, down a bit, up a bit. No, there. Okay. I hope everyone had a good weekend. The weather's really turned for the better here. It's so nice. It's still not overly warm, but it's so lovely to see the sunshine. Okay. Yeah, I quite like those. They're not even, but then nothing I ever do is even. This is quite a simple sketch, but once again, I like my sketches to do something, so I am going to turn this into a pocket by just gluing 3 sides of that, and then I want this to be positioned vaguely evenly. I don't know why I can't do anything in a straight line. Okay. I can't decide whether this isn't straight or this isn't straight. I think it's the pennant thing, and I'm wondering if I can just alter that to give the illusion that they are straight. I think that works slightly better. There we go. So now we have this week's JJ Sketches, which is actually a pocket. I will fit this into a journal, and the joy of this is I've got plenty of room to cut it down if I need to. So that's it for today. There it is. I hope you like it. Thank you to Trish for hosting this, because I love it. Absolutely love it. As it's Tuesday, I think I better go off and make some Twinchies pretty quickly. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Speak to you again soon. Bye for now.